I've been feeling like it's your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is May 21st, 2018, people. What's good? And the song request for today is actually my pick. It's off the album The Incredible True Story from my man Logic. The track is called Like Whoa. I love this track right here. If you guys want to hear a song, you got to drop it in the comments. I think I'm all caught up on the song request as of right now. So if you got a track you want to hear during the session, throw it in the comments below, people. Today, I'm back from New York, that crazy ass city. I don't know how you people in New York live in New York. It's just insane. At least Manhattan, man, it's just crazy down there. All the traffic, the cabs, so on and so forth. But I had a good time. Had a great meetup with my people from the Webbot chat room. New York Crypto Pro, Freddie V. He gave me a gift. You guys are just nice. Bilon, I think is how I pronounce his name. Ian and my man Mike. I want to give a shout out to you guys. We had an awesome time. And hope they had a great time as well. But today, we're going to talk about a little bit about the CIA, the Crypto Influence Awards. We're going to talk about the performance from post consensus. It's not looking good at all. We're going to take a look at the actual poll that I put out. Only 16 people participated. But hey, that's less people I have to pick from to send a shirt to. So that's all good with me. And lastly, we'll take a look at another regulatory agency that I've never heard of. They're sending cease and desist orders to a lot of ICOs in the United States. You know what? I don't understand how and why we allow and pay for all of these regulatory agencies to just basically cause more inefficiencies in the market. But we'll take a look at that as well. But first, even before I do that, I know you see it. Even though I lost by 7 votes, I still got the crown, baby. Coolest crypto influencer 2018. You know, because you weren't there, T-Ho. They gave it to me. No, but hey, if you want to come get this, T-Ho, you got to come out the jungle and come to Detroit and get it from me. I'll gladly give it to you. You got to come to the concrete jungle. Come out the actual jungle and come to the concrete jungle. You can get your award. But let's take a look at these markets right now. It looks like to me we are kind of heading back lower, especially on the 24-hour time frame. A lot of red here. A lot of red. We're currently sitting at $381 billion in market cap. Bitcoin's dominance is at 37.6%. I was talking to the guys at the meetup. They were asking me how I felt about the markets. And someone asked me earlier today as well on Telegram. And I'm like, man, I really don't see us getting above 800 by the end of this year. And that's excluding any type of external shock to the system, some type of black swan. X that, I just don't see it happening. Organically, I think we will definitely be higher than where we are. 1 trillion, 1.5 trillion. I just don't see it, guys. And I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But I'm giving you my honest opinion about that. It's just the sentiment in the markets, to me, seems not. There's no new money looking to come in just quite yet. Maybe that'll change after EOS. I think in that increase from where we are right now, 380 billion to roughly 800 billion by the end of the year, I think what you will see in that margin, in that delta, that change, that 400 plus 420 plus billion, you're going to see a disproportionate amount funneled into projects like EOS or EOS, like Neo, projects that are really changing the game and pushing the game forward. They call it blockchain 3.0 or 2.0, whatever you want to call it. But I think that's what's going to end up happening. A lot of these coins aren't going to do much of anything. And that's kind of how I see it. But let's take a look at this poll. I did a poll before consensus started because I covered an actual article from Fundstrat out of, I think, Cointelegraph that said that they felt that the markets would go up 75% after consensus. I disagreed with them. I didn't think it would go up 75%. I said maybe 20 to 30%. We didn't even get that. I was even wrong. So as you can see on the screen there, the market cap, I've had 16 responses so far. And when it comes down to, these are pretty interesting, even though they're only 16 people, so it's not a great sample set, but 43.8%, which is the 600 billion there, you see 7 people voted that we will be at 600 billion a week after consensus. Now, a week after consensus will be this Wednesday, the 23rd. Ain't no way in hell we're gonna see 600 billion by Wednesday of this week. Second, or actually tied for second, and you'll see in your yellow and blue regions, the 18.8% we had in the blue was 500 billion, and in the yellow there is 700 billion. So again, not even close. So now let's go down to the lighter blue there, 400 billion. One person voted for 400 billion. And in the green there, one person voted for 800 billion. And then the purple there is 900 billion at one person. It looks like that one person is going to win. That one person that voted under 400 billion is going to win. We'll see. Interesting poll there. Again, I know it was only 16 responses and not a great sample set, but still interesting to see the sentiment and how people were feeling right at consensus. I bet you if I did that poll today, it'll be totally different. But today we're going to look at, pertains to that poll, Fundstrat came out and said they were totally wrong. And like it wasn't obvious that they were wrong about their prediction that Bitcoin would go up 75% after the consensus conference. Here it is out of Coin Telegraph. Says here, Fundstrat's Lee admits poor prediction on Bitcoin rally. Still expects 25K price by year end. Co-founder and head of research at Fundstrat Global Advisors, Thomas Lee, has admitted that his prediction of a Bitcoin rally after the consensus conference was wrong. Lee has claimed that the crypto market still faces significant internal resistance and hurdles within traditional financial institutions, Bloomberg says. Having accurately predicted the growth of cryptocurrency markets after the U.S. tax day in April, Tom Lee made another Bitcoin prediction on May 7th, saying that the cryptocurrency will rally during and after the consensus conference takes place in New York, May 14th through the 16th. He said here, and I quote, "We expect Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies to behave similarly to prior years and rally during consensus." In a report to his clients Friday, Tom Lee explained his forecast was based on such factors as the cryptocurrency community coming together in a centralized place, as well as growth in attendance. These factors were expected to have a positive effect on cryptocurrency prices and strengthening the crypto community's conviction. In his tweet May 18th, Tom Lee confirmed that the fact the crypto markets have instead lost up to 10% during consensus, although the conference counted 8,700 participants, which is more than triple of attendance in the prior year. Tom Lee's tweet says here, consensus 2018 rally did not happen. Very disappointing. What we needed was a trifecta of progress. Number 1, institutional custodial tools. 2, buy-in by banks/investment managers. And 3, regulatory clarity. 3 of 3 needed, but we got progress on 1 and 2. And the tweet goes on, but that's kind of the gist of his tweet. Tom Lee suggested that the crypto industry needs a trifecta of progress in the form of institutional support, tools from banks, and regulatory clarity. Crypto still faces significant internal resistance and hurdles within traditional financial institutions, but it is encouraging nonetheless that a large share of incremental attendance are financial institutions. According to Bloomberg, Fundstrat still expects Bitcoin's price to go as high as 25,000 by the year end. So, what do you guys think about this here? Miss on the consensus. I missed too. I definitely thought we would see a bump, and I actually I was like, wow, we started crashing during the actual event. So to me, what that tells me, this is what this truly tells me. I'm gonna be honest with you. What this tells me is that people are fed up with ICO pitches. They're fed up with promises and concepts, and I think the market really needs to start to see some of these projects come to pass. They need to start to see adoption of these blockchain projects, and I think then the excitement will come back. You ask what that catalyst will be for 2018. I'm gonna jump out there and say it's gonna be EOS. EOS is going to really impress a lot of people, and I think we'll spark another rally of confidence and excitement about Bitcoin, blockchain, EOS, all the just the crypto space in general. And we know that most institutional funds have to flow through Bitcoin, so you'll see a rise in Bitcoin first, and then it will spill over into a lot of the other coins, tokens, and so forth and so on. So let me know what you guys think, though, as far as why we didn't see the rally. What does that imply? What does that mean to us, seeing that it was an attendance of 8,700 people? That was even higher than what they anticipated of 7,000 individuals. So let me know in the comments below what your theory is on why we had such a horrible consensus 2018 performance while attendance was at record highs. I don't know, man. That's my 2 Satoshis on that. The second article is quite disturbing. This is out of Trust Nodes. It says here, U.S. regulator bullies ICOs before a court or Congress has ruled on whether tokens are a security. I think, people, this is this is another tail risk that we're going to have here this year in 2018. When that decision comes out, and I'm just going to be honest with you, I'm sorry to pop your bubble and your hopium bubble, they are going to, in my opinion, they are going to consider ICOs securities across the board. If you do an ICO, it's a security. They want to lock down on this stuff. They don't want the little guys to profit and make any type of wealth, create any wealth generating avenues for themselves. They've got to keep everything concentrated, and that's by design, because if more of the money is distributed evenly, just a little bit more evenly, then the system won't work as designed as they want it to be. That's my kind of theory on that. But you're definitely going to have a tail risk for this year, ICOs, once the SEC or the countless number of agencies. This article talks about a new one. It's a new one that I've never heard of. North American Securities Administrators Association. All these acronyms. So let's take a look at this. We all know the SEC, CFTC, FinCEN, OCC, and countless other acronyms, but now there's a new one, the North American Securities Administrators Association. They are apparently a voluntary body, yet they've been going around sending cease and desist letters to individuals from 40 jurisdictions, warning them that their ICO might be an unregistered security. The article goes on to say that they've been sending out these letters to individuals and companies saying, we're putting ourselves in the shoes of investors, we're seeing what's being promoted to investors, and then we're taking the next step, and then we're finding out whether they're complying with the security laws. Are we to comply with the laws of 134 countries because we want to sell some crypto kitties? Just because some unelected bureaucrats find it fit to use the law to protect their monopolies, which have been stealing from the working public for 5 decades, during which period the people have seen no wage growth, while stock billionaires complain they have so much money they don't know what to do with it. Very true, very true. It's unfortunate. So what do you guys feel about this? I'll leave the link to it. I didn't read the entire thing, but essentially there is some, I guess it's new. I'm not sure if it's new or not. North American Securities Administrators Association is out here bullying these companies, and like, this is what I mean, and this goes back to the point of my thoughts about the consensus conference. And the cryptocurrency community is changing for the worse, in my opinion. We're looking to the very system, the very people that held us back and stole wealth from us for the last 200 years, we're looking to them for validation with this new system. And until we as the normal people in this game, in this crypto game, until we change our mindset and stop looking to them for validation and to them for an increase in the value of our portfolio, because we know that it will, instead of looking to them, we need to be building organic peer-to-peer relationships and communities that circumvent them, that circumvent the regulators, the bankers, all the institutional investors and stuff. We don't need them. They need us. And I think we're totally messed up in our brain about who's in control in this crypto game. But unfortunately, I don't see that happening. I see us, the sheeple, and I'm talking about the sheeple in the crypto community, let alone the people that aren't even in the crypto yet. These people are just gonna fall for the same tricks. So it's unfortunate. You're gonna have very few, and I hope that EOS can really break the chain of a lot of these regulatory agencies and stuff, because it is an operating system, and once launched out into the wild, the 151 nodes will be able to run without being shut down. So let's see what happens, people. Let me know your thoughts about these two articles. And again, shout out to Busto for putting together that Crypto Influencers Awards. I'm going to have Adam on, and we're going to talk about what happened as far as the hiccups they had. I still got to give a round of applause to them for still pulling it off with less than 24 hours. Two venues canceled on them at the last minute. So shout out to Adam, Heidi, and the Busto team. Appreciate it, man. I had a great time out there. It's your boy Crypto Blood. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'm out. Holla.